Did you know that not all dogs enjoy being petted on the head? It's true. In fact, many dogs might find it uncomfortable or even threatening. Today, we're diving into why you should think twice the next time you reach out for a head pat. Dogs are our furry companions, and it's common to see people petting dogs on the head without a second thought. But here's the catch. Understanding our canine friends is crucial. It's not just about showing love, it's about respecting their boundaries and knowing what makes them comfortable. So stick around to find why you should not pet on the head of your dog. Before we dive in, do not forget to subscribe to the weekly newsletter about our furry friends. You can subscribe by clicking on the link in the description. We humans love to show affection. And when we see a dog, especially our own, it's instinct to reach out and pet them. We pat their heads, scratch behind their ears, rub their bellies, all with the best intentions. But here's the thing. What we consider loving gestures might not translate the same way to our canine companions. Dogs have their own language, a silent language that speaks volumes if you know how to listen. They might lean away, lick their lips, yawn excessively, or even show subtle signs of whale eye, where you can see the whites of their eyes. These are not signs of a happy dog. They're signals of stress and anxiety. Now, I'm not saying that every dog hates head pats. Just like humans, each dog is an individual with their own preferences, but it's crucial to understand that for many dogs, the head is a sensitive area. It's where their eyes, nose, and mouth are located, all vital senses that help them navigate the world. Imagine someone you barely know coming up to you and putting their hand over your face. You'd probably feel uncomfortable, right? It's the same for many dogs. They feel vulnerable when we approach them head-on, especially when that hand is coming towards their face. The key is to be mindful and pay attention to your dog's body language. As dog owners, we all want to provide the best care for our furry family members. We choose the finest food, take them on daily walks, and ensure they feel loved with plenty of attention and affection. But have you ever considered that some of the ways we express love might actually make our dogs uncomfortable? It's important to recognize how dogs perceive our actions so we can nurture a deeper bond based on trust and understanding. By learning the proper techniques for petting your dog, you'll not only make them feel more at ease, but also communicate your love in a way they genuinely understand. This simple shift can strengthen your connection and create a happier, more content companion for life. Before we dive into the details of how to properly pet your dog, it's essential to first understand how dogs communicate. Unlike humans, dogs don't have the ability to tell us directly when something bothers them. Instead, they rely on a complex set of body language cues to express their feelings. As dog owners, it's our job to pay attention to these subtle signals. When it comes to head petting, there are key signs that your dog may not be enjoying the interaction as much as you think. If you notice your dog ducking away, lowering their head, or their ears pinned back, these are clear indications of discomfort. Other signs include shuffling, restlessness, or avoiding eye contact altogether. These behaviors may seem minor at first, but they are your dog's way of telling you, "I'm not really comfortable with this." Understanding these cues can help you tailor your affection in ways that make your dog feel more secure and loved. Now you might be wondering, why don't dogs like head pats? Well, imagine you're sitting at your desk, minding your own business, when suddenly a giant hand descends from above, landing on your head. Pretty startling, right? For dogs, a hand coming from above can feel threatening or dominant. In the canine world, placing a paw or object over another dog's head or body is often a sign of dominance. So when we pet our dogs on the head, we might inadvertently be sending the wrong message. Moreover, dogs have sensitive areas on their heads, including their eyes, ears, and nose. Petting these areas can be overwhelming or even uncomfortable for some dogs, especially if they've had negative experiences in the past. Don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to stop showing affection to your furry friend. In fact, there are plenty of other ways to pet your dog that they'll not only tolerate but absolutely love. Understanding your dog's favorite petting spots can make your bond stronger and ensure every interaction is a positive one. Here are some tried and true dog-approved petting areas. Chest. Many dogs love a good scratch on the chest. It's a safe, non-threatening spot that allows them to see your hand coming, making them feel comfortable and at ease. Base of the tail. This spot can be a big hit, but make sure to be gentle. Watch for signs that your dog is enjoying it, like wagging their tail or leaning into your hand. Shoulders. A nice shoulder rub can work wonders for relaxing your pup, especially after a long day of play. Under the chin. This is another favorite for many dogs. A gentle scratch here often feels comforting and calming. While we're discussing petting, let's cover some common mistakes that many well-meaning dog owners make. Understanding these petting faux pas can help you avoid making your dog feel uneasy and strengthen the trust between you and your furry companion. Hugging. As much as we humans love to hug, most dogs don't feel the same way. Hugs can make them feel confined or trapped, which can lead to discomfort or stress. Instead, try offering a gentle pat on the chest or back. Patting. Rapid or firm pats might seem harmless, but for many dogs, this kind of petting can be startling or even irritating. Slow, gentle strokes are far more enjoyable and soothing for most pups. Petting while eating. Even the most affectionate dogs often prefer their mealtime to be a solo experience. Interrupting them while they're eating can cause anxiety or stress, so it's best to let them enjoy their food in peace. Forcing petting. If your dog walks away or shows signs of discomfort, respect their boundaries. Forcing them to engage when they want space can harm your relationship and make your dog feel uneasy. Petting a strange dog without permission? It's always important to ask the owner first before approaching a dog you don't know. Let the dog come to you instead of assuming they'll be okay with being touched. By avoiding these petting missteps, you'll create a more comfortable and loving environment for your dog. Remember, the key to a strong bond is understanding and respecting their unique preferences and needs. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but my dog loves head pats. And you might be right. Just like humans, dogs have individual preferences. Some dogs, especially those who have been positively conditioned to head petting from a young age, might genuinely enjoy it. The key is to pay attention to your dog's reactions. If your dog leans into your hand, maintains relaxed body language, and seems to enjoy the interaction, then by all means continue. But always be mindful and respect your dog's boundaries if they change over time. While we're talking about the do's and don'ts of petting, let's explore a few areas that many dogs prefer you avoid, unless they've been trained to tolerate it. These sensitive spots can be a source of discomfort or stress, and knowing where not to touch is just as important as knowing the right petting spots. Muzzle. For many dogs, especially those unfamiliar with you, touching their muzzle can feel invasive. It's a sensitive area, and unless your dog trusts you deeply, it's best to steer clear. Tail. The base of the tail is often a favorite spot, but the tail itself is a no-go zone for most dogs. Grabbing, pulling, or even excessive touching here can cause discomfort or fear. Belly. This one can be tricky. While many dogs love a good belly rub, others expose their belly as a sign of submission, not an invitation for petting. Misreading this signal can make your dog anxious. Always approach these sensitive areas with caution. The key is to respect your dog's body language and reactions. By understanding and honoring their boundaries, you'll create a more trusting and comfortable environment for your dog. The short answer is no. Not every dog hates head petting. Dogs, like people, are individuals with their own preferences and personalities. Some factors that might influence a dog's tolerance or enjoyment of head petting include early experiences. Dogs who had positive experiences with head petting as puppies may be more likely to enjoy it as adults. Breed characteristics. Some breeds, particularly those bred for close human companionship, might be more tolerant of handling. Individual personality. Just like some people enjoy hugs while others don't, dogs have their own personal space preferences. Relationship with the petter. A dog might be more comfortable with head petting from their owner than from a stranger. Context of the petting. A calm, gentle pat might be received differently than an enthusiastic ruffle in an excited moment. The key takeaway here is to always pay attention to your individual dog's reactions and respect their preferences. As you put these tips into practice, you'll start to discover your own dog's unique petting profile. Maybe they love ear scratches but hate tail touches. Or perhaps they adore belly rubs but are iffy about paw handling. I hope this video has given you some food for thought and some practical tips to improve your bonding time with your dog. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to The Dog Brain for more insights into canine behavior and strengthening your relationship with your furry friend. Remember, every interaction with your dog is an opportunity to build trust and deepen your bond. So go forth and pet wisely. Until next time, this is the Dog Brain, helping you understand your furry friend one video at a time. Happy petting.